Hello, programming languages students. Welcome back to our final C video here. This should be a relatively quick video, and it's really here just to talk about dynamically allocating memory. One problem in C is that you cannot create an array with a variable size, because when you run C, it has to have a specific number of bytes to allocate when you compile your program. However, there are some problems that you don't know how large of an array you need until you know you need it. So maybe you read a user input in, maybe you're talking about within a method. You don't know what size array will be passed to you, and so you can't make that assumption. Well, to deal with this, there is a malloc function in C. So malloc is a memory allocation function, and it allows you to create to dynamically set aside a chunk of memory with a variable size. So when you do this, let's say that in this case I use the number 8 here, but let's say that you weren't sure exactly how much memory you needed. Well, you could create a character pointer, right? That's all arrays and strings are, is pointers. You can set it equal to malloc, and then size of char. Note that this is a character pointer, so we want to allocate a size of char, which is 1 byte here, times 8. So 8 bytes of data for us to be able to store this character array, this string that we want to store. Now this 8 could be any variable you want it to be, and I'm just using 8 as this example here. But it's important to note that whatever number it is that you do put here, that you want to make sure it is one more than the actual amount of data you want to store, so that you can add that convention, that typical conventional \0, that escape character at the end of your string, to signify the end. Because remember, the length of this is not stored. It's not an object. It's a pointer. So if you need to store 7 characters, malloc 8, and then set pointer at 7 equal to the null character. So you're responsible for this. You yourself are responsible for applying and implementing this convention of putting a null character at the end. So, for example, if you want to store A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the first 7 letters of the alphabet, if I did that right, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, yes, the first 7 letters of the alphabet, then you would make space for 8 characters. You would store A through G, and then a null character, and then you could print it out. And it would work because that null character you put at the end would be there. So if you ever need to create an array within a method, or when you're not sure what size it should be, you can malloc, set aside some memory for yourself, and have that pointer point to that memory, and then add things into the memory up until the end, and then print it out. And the last thing you need to do, which is important, is make sure that you free your pointer. Literally the word free, and then in parentheses the pointer that you used malloc for. You only do this for anything that you create or create memory using malloc. You only need to free pointers that you malloced memory for, because it created it at runtime, and therefore you need to close it at runtime, or you should close it at runtime. And so the free pointer will help you do that. And so that's really all there is to memory allocation. Again, you'll need to do this a couple places in your assignment here, but the key to it, the keys are how do you use malloc? You say size of and whatever type of array you're creating times the number of bytes, or the number of elements that you need, plus 1, and then enter your elements, and then put a null character at the end. Again, you're responsible for that null character at the end, so you need to add that. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have other questions about memory allocation, please let me know. Bye.